You're right, you're not a baby anymore. It's okay, doctor, go ahead.
All right. I'm a little concerned about the swelling and the fact that she's had discomfort for so long. So just to be on the safe side, I'd like to do a biopsy.
Biopsy?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think it is?
Well, it could be any number of things. A cyst, a growth in the fatty tissue, a benign tumor. We won't know till we take a look.
I don't believe this. All I did was hit my leg and get a little bruise. Well, what's the biopsy like? Does it hurt?
Well, you won't feel a thing while we're doing it because you'll be asleep. It might be a little sore afterwards, but not much. There's nothing to worry about, Missy. We do these every day.
Honey, it's just a precaution, right, Doc?
Yes.
When do you want to do this?
Well, we have an opening in the morning, so we'll do some preliminary blood work today, and then I'll need her here tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Tomorrow, that's 3 days before my birthday.
Is this absolutely necessary, Dr. Silverman?
Yes, I think it is.
Hey, Ed, how's Missy?
I'm going to need another day off. The doctor wants to do a biopsy on her knee tomorrow.
Sounds serious.
Well, I don't think so, but he just wants to make sure. I will make up the time, don't worry.
Hey, don't even think about that. You take as much time as you need.
Thanks, Rob, I appreciate it.
No problem. Let me know how things work out.
You bet.
Okay, the preliminary results indicate that the lump on her knee is benign.
See?
Thank God.
What I tell you.
However, we're not out of the woods yet. We also took a tissue sample from her upper thigh, and we won't have the final pathology on that till Friday.
Well, where is she? Can we see her?
Yeah, she's in the recovery room. Okay, now, I'd like to see Missy in a few days, but until then, I want her off that leg and using crutches.
Fine, Doc, whatever you say.
Now you understand, there still may be more tests.
Well, we understand.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
We appreciate it so much.
All right.
Now here comes your second to last birthday present. Tear it up.
Oh, it's a keyboard! Oh, we knew you liked music and we didn't know what to get you. I love it!
Oh, I'm going to compose my own songs, write my own lyrics.
Well, now, I didn't even know you could play.
Well, I don't, but I can learn.
You hear that?
You can laugh now, but you're in for a big surprise.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Surprise me with a lullaby.
A lullaby for what?
For your new niece or nephew.
Look at that face.
I can't believe you didn't tell me. Oh, how long have you all known?
A couple of days.
A couple of days?
Well, we wanted to make sure everything was okay with your knee
That
first.
is fine. Oh, can I reach your stomach? What? They say that if you read to a baby in the womb, then it becomes really smart.
Oh, sure. You can read, sing, recite poetry, anything you want.
I can't wait. Oh, this is gonna be so fun.
Call me Gramps, Grandma.
All right, see you later. Missy, what happened to you?
Oh, they had to take a little bump out of my knee.
You're kidding.
It's no big deal.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, but it should get better one of these days.
Well, good, because I have to ask you something.
What, another book problem?
Not exactly. I was wondering if you want to go to the winter dance with me. It's not until next month, so maybe your knee will be okay by then. That's if you want to go.
Sure, I'd love to.
Great. I'll see you later.
Guess what? What? Scott Harris just asked me to the winter dance. No! Yes. I told you, didn't I tell you? What'd you say?
I don't know anything about this boy.
He's nice.
He's also 16.
So, 16-year-old boys only have one thing on their mind.
Oh, you don't really believe that, Mom.
Oh, you're right. 99% of their mind. The other 1% is reserved for sleeping, food, and sports.
Scott Harris is a perfect gentleman. And plus, it's in the school gym and completely chaperoned. Don't you trust me?
Listen, you're just so young. You're gonna have plenty of times to go out on dates.
It's not a date. It's a dance.
Oh.
Dr. Robbins, you're wanted in room 203.
Missy's getting dressed now. I've asked her to wait for us in the examining room.
Well, how is she? What did the test show?
Mrs. Chandler, won't you sit down, please?
Something wrong?
Mrs. Chandler, I would rather tell you anything in the world but this. Missy has cancer.
No.
You said that the tumor was benign.
The nodule that was near the knee was benign, but I didn't like the look of the area surrounding her joint. As I mentioned, I biopsied the tissue above it. Missy has synovial sarcoma, which is a malignant tumor of the connective tissue.
Are you sure?
This cancer is so unusual in children that I wasn't sure, so I had several pathologists review the results. I'm afraid there's no doubt.
Missy has cancer? How is that possible?
Mrs. Chandler, this is a serious but treatable problem. We're going to do some more tests, and we will do whatever it takes to help Missy.
All right, Mom. If you let me go to the dance, then I'll set the table and wash the dishes for every night for a whole year. And then I'll clean my room without being asked.
Sweetheart, there's something I need to tell you. Do you know when Dr. Silverman did your biopsy, and then he took a tissue sample, and he said that even though he thought everything was going to be okay, he was going to send the sample to a lab just to make sure? Well, everything's not fine, Missy. You have cancer in your leg.
How could I have cancer? Where did it come from?
I don't know, honey. Sometimes these things just happen.
Am I gonna die?
No, of course not. Now, Dr. Silverman says this is very treatable, and the doctors are going to do everything to get rid of this as fast as they can. So all we have to do is hang in there and do what they tell us.
Will I be able to play soccer?
Of course. You are my beautiful, wonderful girl. And you're going to get well, do you hear me? You're going to get better, and you're going to play soccer, and you're going to do everything you've ever dreamed of doing.
Okay, now before I begin, I want you to keep in mind that our goal here is to cure Missy. But it's not going to be an easy path. Missy's going to require both surgery and chemotherapy.
What kind of surgery?
We'll get to that in a moment, Mr. Chandler. Now, in terms of chemotherapy, you need to know that during treatment, the platelets in Missy's blood will be destroyed and she'll need transfusions. Many times, a family member with a matching blood type prefers to donate blood rather than use our blood bank. That decision is up to you, and you should make arrangements accordingly. Now, I do have a bit of good news to give you.
What's that?
All the tests show that the tumor hasn't spread anywhere else. Unfortunately, it's invading the major blood vessel which supplies the leg and can't be removed.
What does that mean? What do you have to do?
I don't know how I'm going to face her, Ed. What am I going to say to her? I mean, how do you tell your child something like this?
Find the words.
There are no words.
Listen to me. I want you to get a hold of yourself right now. We've got to be strong for Missy now. Missy is going to take her cue from us. If we're confident everything's going to be all right, she will be too. Now, come on. The best way you can help Missy right now is to focus on the positive. This is going to help her beat the cancer. That's what counts. Okay?
I know. I'll try.
All right. You ready? Be strong.
Okay. Missy?
I'll be right out. Oh, hi, Dad.
Hi, baby.
So, what did they decide to do?
There's good news and there's not so good news. The good news is the cancer is in your leg and nowhere else, and that is really, really important. And the not-so-good news is that the cancer in your leg is too deep just to cut out.
So what do they have to do?
Well, honey, the doctors say the only thing they can do to make sure the cancer doesn't spread is to amputate your leg.
Amputate?
Yeah.
You can cut it off?
I'm so sorry.
No.
It's the only way, honey.
No way. They're not gonna take off my leg. I'm not gonna let them, and you don't let them either. No.
Missy. Honey, we have to save your life. We've got to get rid of the cancer. We have to get rid of the cancer.
It's my leg.
The doctor said it's the only choice. Otherwise, you're just going to get sicker and sicker. Your mom and I are going to be with you every minute, sweetheart. We're going to fight this thing, and we're going to beat it. I swear to God, I would cut off my own leg if I thought it would help. Honey, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We're going to fight this, and we're going to win. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about anything.
I don't think I can continue teaching and take care of Missy at the same time. How can I leave her?
You can't. You better call the school and give them notice.
Can we afford that?
We'll be fine. I'll work nights and weekends. And if worse comes to worse, you know, we'll cut back a little on our spending. The important thing is for you to be with Missy.
That's going to take a big cut out of our income.
Yeah, but look, what are we talking about? Mortgage, food, utilities. The dealership pays medical insurance. That's no problem. Come on. Hey, you're talking to the top salesman 3 months in a row. Don't worry, I've got it covered. You take care of our girl and let me take care of all the rest, okay? You'll be fine.
I can't lose her.
You're not going to, I promise.
Well, how did this happen? She doesn't deserve this. She didn't do anything wrong.
I know, it makes me so angry. I just don't know at who.
It's over. She's in the recovery room.